Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this world. Hope you're doing well, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Thank you very much for taking your time to be here with me today. This is another episode of the Splendida podcast. In the last episode, I talked about how it's important to acknowledge that you are afraid. Okay, that is perfectly normal. In this episode, as you probably obviously read it, in the title of this video, I'm going to tell you that making decisions out of fear is not a good thing. It's never a good thing to make these whatever kind of decisions based on fear, because of fear. Okay? Do not make decisions based on fear or because of fear. Don't do it. Okay? It's it became a normal thing to do. Okay, well, I'm afraid of this, so I need to make a decision. I don't want to do this, but I need to make a decision. And a lot of people make decisions based on fear. I could tell you something that everyone has gone through. I don't want to say what it is, but I'm going to say what it is. And you're clever. You're going to figure it out. You're going to get there. So, what has been happening since the end of 2009, beginning of 2019, beginning of 2020, up until now, almost mid 2022, and with the things that we were told to do, and those things that we were told to do were followed by millions of people. Millions of people said yes to these things that we had to use on ourselves, and then it became clear later on that these things that we were told to use were not effective whatsoever. Okay, so I don't want to say the words, okay, because that's probably going to trigger a lot of people and they're going to trigger all sorts of alarms. I do not want that, okay? But you're intelligent, you know what I'm talking about. That is just one example of people making decisions out of fear. And that is, excuse me, that is not good at all. Okay, so when you do that, you're kind of like denying yourself. You're like going against of what is natural to you. Okay, so we're supposed to make decisions out of love, not out of fear. Because any decision that you make out of fear will only generate more fear. It's a vicious cycle, and you can't. Well, I'm not saying you can't get out of it, but it's going to be very difficult to get out of it. Okay, that's why a lot of people, when it comes to things like what happened, what is still happening, they've got a hard time accepting other points of view. Okay, and that goes on for all sorts of things in our lives. Okay, it's not just what's been happening, it's other things. Okay, at work, with family, with the partners, relationships, friendships, money, health, anything. When you make a decision based on fear, you're only breathing more fear. It's like you're seeding it and you're allowing it to grow, right? And you collect it, right? And then you continue to seed it, to plant it, and it's just like it's ongoing. And it will never stop until you decide to stop making decisions based on fear. Okay? Now, what can you do to stop doing that? To stop making decisions because of fear, based on fear? Go deep in yourself, within yourself, and ask yourself, why am I afraid of this? Why does this bother me so much? Why can't I just accept the situation and work on it to solve it? What do I need to do to turn this around? Right? I'm not saying it's going to be all roses and heavenly songs and everything like that, and everything is going to be perfect. No, it's a constant thing. It's a daily thing that we have to do. It's a constant. Why? Because we've been too conditioned from the beginning and has been passed on from generation to generation to feel this way, to make decisions out of fear. And when that has been growing for too long, when it comes to you, you're going to feel that. You're going to be, because either your parents will teach you to, or taught you to behave a certain way, and you just carry on and you think, okay, this is the normal. Until you see, there was like, hang on a second, like this is not normal. I don't want to make decisions out of fear. I want to make decisions out of love. Okay, I want to make decisions to have a positive impact on my life and hopefully on other people's lives. Positive, not fearful, not negative, not doubtful, positive. Okay, so the outcome of making decisions out of fear, it's never good. Never good. Okay, so like I said, like you need to find within yourself, what is it that makes you fearful of a particular situation or person or thing? Okay, and you need to solve it yourself. Sure, you can find inspiration outside of yourself, absolutely. But in the end, you're the one that needs to come with a solution to deal with it, to fix it. Okay? I know there's probably a lot of people thinking like, well, that's easier said than done. But when the time comes and we're pushed to make a decision, when we're pressured to make a decision, what do? Well, if you're put in that situation, kind of like out of the blue, right, where someone tells you either directly or indirectly, hey, you need to make a decision now. You can, and if you really have to, if there's no way of escaping it, it's like, hey, I need an answer right now, and you haven't thought about it before. It's just like it just appeared. Yeah, okay, but you can ask. You can say like, hey, I need like 5 minutes to think about this, and you do your best if you are in that pressured. Okay, you can ask like, hey, I need some time to think about this, because like I don't want to make a decision that, you know, under pressure like that. Okay, I do not want to make the wrong decision. I want to make the right decision, so give me some time, whatever that is. And you get the pros the pros and cons, whatever that is, and like as quickly as possible, and then you make the best decision, you know, the decision that you think is the best one, okay, at a time. And that is fine. Now, if it's something that is not like time constricted, if it's something like, for example, I don't know, something that's been going on, I don't know, forever in your life, okay, you obviously can take your time, maybe do some research, maybe talk to other people, ask for opinions, ask for suggestions, and then when you've got all the information, again, you can do the pros and cons, and then you make a decision. And then you go like, okay, I'm not making a decision out of fear. I'm making a decision that will benefit me, so it's out of love, okay? And you need to feel that. You need to feel that you're actually making that decision out of love. Like, it's a positive thing, what I'm doing, what I'm deciding. And this will affect me in a positive way, not in a negative way. It's not going to harm anyone. It's going to be positive for me. Okay? That's making a decision out of love. And then you go for it. You go like, okay, this is my decision. I like it. I love it. Whatever. I'm going for it. Okay? So it's like I said, I know it's, some people must say, oh, it's easier said than done, and I get that. I've been there before. Okay, when you're put on the spot, you kind of like, you might panic a little bit, you might feel anxious a little, but it's important to just, no one is making you feel panicky. Let's put it this way. No one is making you feel anxious. It's you. It's you that is allowing that energy, that situation, to make you feel panicky and with anxiety or with stress. Okay? You can control it. You can control it. And when you have, especially if you have to deal with other people, when you show them that you need some time to come to a decision, usually those people will respect you, even if they don't say it, even if they don't show it. But then I'm like, oh, okay, this person is, okay, taking its time to make a decision, but okay, he or she is on it. Okay. Okay. And if it's you, it's for yourself, where you're not necessarily dealing with other people, and you take your time and you actually work on trying to figure things out so you can make the right decision, you will give yourself some respect. Deep down, you will feel good about yourself because like, okay, I made a decision based on this information, based on this research that I've done. I asked the questions, I've got the answers, I've got this information, and from my point of view, I made the right decision. So I'm happy with it. It's not out of fear, it's out of love. It's only a positive thing. And obviously that will affect your body, your mind, your spirit, your energies, and that can only be a good thing. Okay? So it's very important for you to make a note of this, write it down on your phone, on a notepad, on a piece of paper, paint it, carve it, whatever you do. Do not make decisions out of fear, ever. If you find yourself in a situation where you feel fearful, stop, breathe a few times, breathe deeply, and think, I need some time to figure this out. If the other person or people are not okay with that, then okay. But it is up to you, okay? The decision needs to be on your terms and not on someone else's terms, okay? So that's what I'm saying. If it's very confusing to you, let me know. Drop a comment down below. Tell me what your opinion on this is. Tell me, am I wrong? Am I right? I mean, it's not really from the right or wrong perspective. It's like we all have our opinions. I've got my opinions. I respect other people's opinions, even if they're different to mine. Okay. I think this is something that we all need to talk about. Okay. Not having an argument, not a discussion. It's only like talk. Okay. Open talks about how important it is to not let fear dictate our decisions. Okay. Especially if they are huge decisions. Okay. Especially those. I'm not talking about the what to have for breakfast, what to have for lunch or dinner. That's not a huge decision. Okay. It's got nothing to do, I don't think anyway, to do with fear. Okay. I'm talking about major decisions that will affect your life on a personal level. Okay. Whether it involves other people or not, directly or not. Okay. So I'm gonna stop here today. Thank you very much for taking your time to be here with me, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. All right. Take care. Bye.